In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maiva. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maiva wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maiva isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maiva would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maiva was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maiva knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maiva also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maiva as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maiva, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maiva, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maiva properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maiva.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Steele had better keep an eye on Maiva because Maiva is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maiva carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele. We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maiva versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maiva and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. Peter Maiva, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maiva name on Hollywood billboards again sometime. Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
And knew what was coming there. Oh, strong impact. He connects with a counter.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Maiva gets stonewalled.
Peter Maiva prevents that one from connecting.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a... So he's got to be happy to be in this cage. Well, Maiva is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
And Steele fending him off. Solid punch. Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this.
Planted face first.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maiva is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maiva. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way. Maiva just dominated the animal with that one.
Peter Maiva has something brewing.
Backbreaker. Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maiva?
2 count. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maiva.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maiva. George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maiva faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.